shining, shining, yeah. All of this winning, I've been losing my mind.
So for over 14 years, Lena Cohen has dedicated her life to helping others find happiness, peace, and success. As a TED speaker, decorated community activist, author, and highly sought-after life coach, Lena shares her knowledge and expertise in a way that inspires people to live their best life possible. And if I could just get everybody's attention so we can give Miss Lena the floor. She trains and counsels people on how to access, understand, and regulate their emotions, to have a heightened sense of self-awareness, and to achieve emotional and intellectual growth. With this high level of emotional intelligence training, Lena helps people focus on self-development, advancement, and fulfillment in their careers, all the while still promoting a life of balance, which includes satisfaction in the areas of physical health, relationships, mental wellness, and spirituality. Please help me welcome Miss Lena Cohen.
She's working. But I want to thank Kimberly so much for allowing me to share this platform, because I'll tell you something, it is a testament when you come to an event and you talk to people and you see the quality and the level of people that show up. That is a testament to the person that puts it together. So can we give a big round of applause to Kimberly? Because I'm telling you, there are some movers, some shakers in this building, and I want y'all to take this as an opportunity to connect with people, to network, and make some power moves, okay? Because it's not every day. You know, I'm a pretty girl and I like trap music. I'm from the city. Now, it's not every day where you can you can go somewhere, you can have a good time, you can relax. I didn't have to be in a suit today. I didn't have to put on a blazer. It's hot outside. I can enjoy myself, have a few sangrias, some mimosas, connect with some people, but still get some education, still get some gems dropped, still connect with some sponsors, connect with some executives. There are some executives in the building right now. There are some senior level executives in the building right now. So if you're not networking, that is a problem. So I want to really, really commend her for this unique event, because I don't get to do this all the time, where I can get to let my hair down and just relax and just show up and connect with people and enjoy myself. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, and then I'm going to tell you about my book if you have not been over to the vendors table. My name is Lena Cohen, also known as the EQ Navigator. EQ stands for emotional intelligence. A lot of us know about IQ, but we're not focused on EQ. I am an author, a high-level speaker. I had the honor and blessing of standing on a TED stage, and I am also a master's level clinician. So I do a lot of counseling and a lot of coaching for people. And emotional intelligence is so key. And the gentleman who was up here speaking before, you know, he really touched me, because oftentimes we get stuck in our careers, in our lives, not because we don't have the skill or because we don't have the talent. It is because external and internal things that we go through, we don't know how to handle them. And we're often taught to hide or run from our emotions. So it's my job to help people to connect and really have that self-awareness, to know who they are, have self-awareness, know their skills, know their weaknesses, know their strengths, have empathy, and have appropriate social skills to deal with the things that are inevitably going to happen in our lives, because that's just a part of being here and being on earth, is dealing with things. So how many New Yorkers do we have in here? Okay, and what about Jersey folks? Did y'all come over here too? All right, I'm a Jersey girl, and I was born and raised in Camden. Does anybody know where that is? What y'all know about Camden? This is girl like, girl. I was born and raised in Camden. I grew up in a single parent household. In my TED Talk, I talk about my journey of being sexually assaulted, you know, obviously in an impoverished neighborhood. I suffered 5 deaths in 1 year, dropped out of school, dropped into an abusive relationship. And I say all of that to say that in my book, I give you 3 steps into how I overcame that. How I went back to school, graduated with honors from Cohen University, got an internship at CBS, started working at Inside Edition, which I absolutely love. It was my dream job. And then I ended up losing one of my best girlfriends to drug addiction. And when that happened, I realized that my life had to have a little bit more more meaning, a lot more purpose. You know, the soup kitchens and the park cleanups just wasn't kicking it for me. I was like, you know, I lost a really good friend of mine to something, and if I could help one person, if I could help one person get over a hump, get over some stress, come out of a difficulty, then I would be happy, right? So I began to dedicate my life to speaking and teaching, and that has been so successful. People think I'm crazy for leaving CBS, and I really am. I second when he said, don't just leave your job before your business is making as much as whatever it is that you want to do. But thank God I have a fiance that is absolutely incredible and that supports me 1,000%. And as I began to continue my journey of speaking and teaching, people would always pull me to the side and they'd be like, girl, how did you get out of that abusive relationship? How did you go back to school? You know, how did you fix your relationship with your mom? How did you, you know, overcome the difficulties of being an entrepreneur? And then, you know, a workshop is only 1 or 2 hours. So people would always pull me to the side afterwards to get more information, to get more of my life. So I decided to write this book. And the name of my book is called Stop, Drop, and Roll, Life-Changing Tools for Success. And this is where y'all might want to take out a pen and paper and come over to see me and say it. Stop procrastinating. Create a sense of urgency in your life. I lost 5 people in 1 year. Can y'all think about that for a second? With each person, it was someone closer to me and more important in my world. By the time I got to the 5th person, do y'all know what my mental was like? I was like, Jesus, just take me down, just take me down, just take me down, because I don't want no more problems. But I say that as to say that none of us are promised tomorrow. So if you, how many people in here had a New Year's resolution? Or had a great idea for a business? Or told yourself you were going to ask your boss for a raise? Tomorrow is not promised. We make up all these excuses about what we don't have, what we can't do. We're fearful of failure, we're fearful of success. We need to come out of that and stop the procrastination and really create a sense of urgency as to what it is you want to do and where it is you want to go. So that's the first section of my book. The second section is where it gets a little sticky. Drop the negativity. That includes people, places, and things that are hindering your destiny, correct? So there's some people in your circle that don't need to be in your circle. There are some people right now that you don't even know that are holding you back from greatness, and you're allowing them to. How many people know right now they got somebody's name in their head right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What? Everybody, right? You're like everybody. Stop lying. Everybody. So the second part of the book is dropping those negative places, those negative things, and really those negative people. And that can be the most difficult part because we're emotionally tied to these places, right? Or emotionally tied to these things and traditions and saying that we've been in a relationship with somebody so we might as well make it work. Or this person is my cousin, so I'm supposed to help them. Or this person might, you know, so we have these emotional ties to people not knowing the depths of the hurt and the pain and the barriers that it's creating in our own lives, right? The third thing is roll. So roll is about rolling with the punches. It's about learning how to take things as they go. I was telling this young lady over there in the back, you can't have faith and worry. You can't do both. Either your God is big enough and it resides in you, big enough that you know it's gonna work, or you might as well just go ahead and worry. Just go ahead and worry. Just be anxious, just be crazy, just give up. That's it, it's a wrap. So the last part, roll, is about knowing yourself and knowing your value, knowing your capabilities, knowing how blessed you are, getting up every day and being grateful and being resilient, because whatever it is that you want to do, it's not going to come overnight. Sorry. Yes, I will say my life is fabulous. I love it. I travel. I believe I got the best man on the planet. You know, I love what I do. I engage with people on an everyday basis, but guess what? This year, I lost my brother in January. My mom was so upset at me, she didn't come to my book signing. You know, I still have things that hurt and things that happen. So, you You know, this book is not about just getting to a place of perfection. It's about learning and understanding how to deal with life as it comes along and being happy and joyous in it. I have a brilliant resilience. That means I'm not going to bounce back the way that I originally was. What's the use in that? I got to learn something from it. I got to be even stronger than I was before I went through something. And meanwhile, while I'm going through it, I'm going to shine. I ain't going to let nobody see me sweat. I'm going to shine while I'm doing it so that anybody looking at me, looking up to me can be inspired at the same time. You feel me? All right, now, I think that's my time. This was shorter than TED Talk. And Kim said 10 minutes. I said, you know, when I get on the mic, I like to go. 10 minutes, I don't know. But I thank her so much for creating this platform because I love the fact that we can come here and it doesn't have to be stuffy. I can come to you guys, I can kick it, I can get the real, and you know, she is just an amazing person to be able to bring this together. You look around, everybody is just so well dressed and looks nice, and I was just impressed. I was like, go ahead, Kim, you're bringing this. Go ahead, girl. So I thank you so much. You guys can reach me anywhere on social media, EQ Navigator, and also, if you're really serious about being in a different place tomorrow than you are today, come see me, because I'm going to do some breakthrough sessions. I'm going to do some 90-minute breakthrough sessions that are usually $247. But today, since you're here, since you're committed, and if you're serious about getting out of the place that you are right now and getting into a new place, I'm going to do a $150 discount so you guys can get my 90-minute breakthrough session for $97. And I'm only doing 10. I'm only doing 10. I got clients. I'm booked to capacity. So, but if you guys want to come check me out, the book is $20. And then, of course, if you want to do a breakthrough session with me, we'll schedule that, because I really do believe that we all can break through no matter what the situation is, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's something mental, whether it's a diet, whatever it is, that we can all overcome and break through whatever it is that we're going through. Thank you, God. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Lena, for sharing that story. So how many of y'all got some stuff you can work through? I'm raising my hand because I definitely do. So how many people are going to go over there and talk to Lena? Because we can always use support no matter how successful we are. I believe that 100%. So Lena, I'm probably going to see you in the next 10 minutes when I get off the mic.
Shining, 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 yeah.